lurking, and they hate cats. Pockets stay fat. I got the from the block and they screaming, they know what Banks said.
All right, Coach, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the New England Patriots and the Kansas City Chiefs. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Mahomes now on first down. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Well, that's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. They're going deep for Hill. And it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Now a play fake, Brady. Now he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead them up 3rd and long. Snap comes at 1, and it's Brady. He's going to let this one go deep. And incomplete here on 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And now here comes Kansas City. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
They'll hand it off now. Williams. Oh, good footwork on the spin. Down to about the 22 here. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Next, the receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Brandon, you know how we talk about having wrinkles in a game plan? That was a fold right there. How about that play? Being able to change things up. You think anyone else on the team's going to get the ball? And in that situation, they surprise everyone and give it to their big guy.
A first trip to the red zone for KC. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17.
Green 39. Green 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On 2nd down, Williams. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the block.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Mahomes takes it himself. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's 1st and goal. Now we'll give to the up man. That's Sherman. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. They come out here in the I. He's going to get it running right. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He can run, and he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games, and another good start to this one, out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Patriots offense now, they worked their way back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
On second down, here's Brady. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Chris Jones in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10. They'll run it here. This is James White. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On play action, now Brady. Escaping, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Allen Bailey in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead them up 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Brady. He's going to look deep down the field. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Flush to his right. And that'll be incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Eluding the pressure right. He is going to find Hill here. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
A Hall of Fame coach once said, there are no medals for trying. And that wasn't a trying effort, was it? That was a winning effort. How about that great catch?
Excellent. They know, hey, you lose this game, you get a ding or 2. You got 7 months to heal. They're going to go all out. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. And this is caught by Watkins for a Chiefs touchdown. Sammy Watkins, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. Butker now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Brady. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Brady. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. New England on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And now here comes Kansas City. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? But everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. Flushed out right. Incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Here we go.
Back to the air on second down. It's Mahomes. His throw incomplete. The veteran Jason McCourty there to make sure that one didn't find its target.
This defense could use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Mahomes going to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that's incomplete. I don't know. He had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
No, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
The mental focus.
Yeah, that's true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
This drive starts out on the ground with a shell. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Two minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more AFC playoff action after this timeout. Now Mahomes throwing on second down. It's complete to Chris Conley. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Mahomes now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Flush to his right. That's out to Hill, right side complete. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Now Mahomes eluding the pressure right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Left, 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 left. Check safety, check safety.
Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. And the kick by Butker is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And now out come the Patriots. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They begin with Michel on the ground. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. So it's on to halftime of this AFC divisional round matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Again, it's Michel. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Here we go! Like 20!
On on second down, Michelle. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Throwing is Brady on third down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Gordon. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. They convert on third with a gain of 22. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Now Brady throwing on second down. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Allen Bailey in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon.
And that's the second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
On third and long, it's Brady. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on third down.
Here's Ryan Allen now as he's on to punt for New England. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. They run it again with Williams. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. That second down run a big help as 7 yards leaves them with just a 3rd and 3 now.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The Chiefs on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Here we go. Green 90. Green 90. Check. 53 Mike. Check. 53 Mike. Hey, that QB's trapped. Slow. Check 26. Check 26.
Now here's Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Mahomes to the former Ram, Sammy Watkins for the Kansas City first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Green 90.
On first down, Mahomes. Flushed out right. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way down to the 26. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. And even 40 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Mahomes now on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Green 90. Green 90.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. He's got the hook up with Conley. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
They go play action here on first down. Rolling to his right. Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead, out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack. He lost 9 there. That's really going to set him back for 2nd down. Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and he passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Call it a gain of 3, and that's going to make it 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. Do you like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They begin the drive on the ground. It's White. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Here's Brady. Over the middle, Julian Edelman. It's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
On 2nd down, here's Brady. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. The linebacker, Anthony Hitchens, there on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
He's got it to James White. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That one good for 13 and a New England first down.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot, and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Brady to throw on second down. This is caught, and he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A very solid gain of 27. They'll run. This is right. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
What a game this defense has played. They're pitching a shutout, so it'd be fun to watch down the stretch to see if their defensive coordinator continues to be as aggressive as he's been all game long.
Michel on an island by himself in the backfield, 2nd and goal. And they will run it with Michel. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Sony Michel taking it in. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit. Gostkowski the extra point. And that will shave one more off this lead. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. They've been pretty anemic on this side of the football in the second half, just 3 points, and you just saw the touchdown go the other way. So it's a 2-score game. We're not done here yet.
I think everyone's on the edge of their seats now because they're anticipating what's coming, and I sense that everyone in the stadium knows they need to keep it on the ground. So if you're going to do that, hope the quarterback is stretched a little bit. Some bootlegs, right? Some fakes inside, getting out to the perimeter. Those might be open for him.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. On second down, here's Mahomes. Caught here by Conley. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Lawrence Guy able to bring him down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Now think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Mahomes now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams, 28 yards. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. And right now, Charles, I think you'd have to say their class starting to show through.
Yeah, they were disappointed not to get the #1 seed in the playoffs, but the reality is these guys can play anywhere. It doesn't matter for them.
And if they can indeed hold on to this lead, that's going to set up one heck of a championship game next Sunday.
Let's come back and watch it, shall we?
Something tells me you and I are going to be there. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. So the Patriots coming out now. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Brady now on first down. And a dump off to White. They can't tackle him. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 24 yards.
Sugar, right! Let's go!
Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Now a play fake here on first down. Wide open, Gronkowski. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a first down on that effort.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. Two nice plays in the pass. And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They begin the drive with Williams. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Finding room at the 30 and all the way up to the 35-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be getting a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Williams. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. Well, on both sides, you come into this game with so much hope, so much build-up, looking to move on. One side gets to do that, but let's not forget the others. Tough pill to swallow.
It really is, because there's so much hard work, effort. You mentioned the hope to go on and maybe play in the big game itself. Well, let's see how they handle it, though. The offseason is going to be a long one for them because they're going to eat their heart out watching other people continue to play. But can they come back the next year and find it in them to make that same run again and maybe find a way to advance?
So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
with the squad.